Hey everybody, you're watching Cole the Cornstar. Whoa, 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 whoa! I have some big news. You guys know Pit Viper, my sunglasses? Well, guess what? They're back in stock. They've been sold out for 3 months straight. If you want to order a pair, you can order through the link in the description. You get 15% off. But I want to make it very clear, they are going to sell out extremely quickly. So if you want some, you better order them now. Otherwise, you have to wait till the next restock. Once again, if you order through the link in the description, you automatically get 15% off. And while you guys are down in the description, you might as well stop by my merch link and pick up some Cornstar Farms apparel. The good old shameless plug. And then I guess I might as well add, while you're down there, don't forget to hit the thumbs up if you enjoy the video. That's enough of that. Let's get into the video. The reason why we're sitting in the van right now is because the sky decided to start spitting. Oh, that's gonna put a damper on the old bean harvest.
Me and Sable right now, we're gonna fasten down the bean head. We're gonna go to a different bean field a couple miles down the road. Let's see here. If you want, Sable, go ahead and start your engine. Let it warm up for a couple minutes. I'll go ahead and start the semi. Hey, what are you guys looking at here? I'm just walking across the yard. I'm not doing nothing exciting yet. Okay, we're gonna move this thing around so Sable can get beside us and then she can load it up. This will be the first time Sable's unloaded, so we gotta kind of show her how to do things. Once she's done it once or twice, I know she won't have any troubles whatsoever. That tractor is so quiet. I can't believe how quiet it is. I jumped in the cab with Sable. I gave her kind of a quick little run how to do this, and then I'm gonna have her bring it up and around and then do it herself without me in the cab. That way she doesn't have me looking at her, making her nervous or anything. For me, it's just easier to step out of the tractor. I'm here. If she has any issues or something, I can crawl up there with her, but otherwise I'm just gonna let her learn on her own. Main thing I told her to is watch the big auger so you don't hit the semi-trailer. And if she spills beans, I'll give her a shovel. Some of this stuff too, we gotta remember, if it's something that we've done a million times, we gotta remember we started at the bottom too learning this stuff. We're just having her unload the beans kind of slow right now. One of these days I gotta take time, get a hold of Ryan and figure out how to adjust this hydrostat. 12 miles per hour doesn't get you there very fast. They're unbuckling the head here so we can get the machine up to it.
All right, Dad, have fun under the head.
Yeah.
So Dad just opened what we call the rock trap. Basically, if little rocks get into the machine, there's this little area that they can fall into before they get to the rotor. Well, we hope they fall in there anyway. So we were just making sure that was empty. Bye, Dad!
Am I following you?
No, I'll have you go ahead of me. How about that? We got a little sprinkle going on, so we're gonna go over to the next field now, and hopefully it's dry enough. Hey, you want to step on it? Bye-bye, North Farm. We made it. Okay, let's check out these soybeans. First, stem test. It just rained a minute ago. I can feel it. The pods seem to be splitting open pretty easily, and the beans are cracking. The only thing I don't like is the outside of these pods are still a little bit wet. We're gonna give them about 10 minutes, and then they should go. We can tell that Dad has sat in the seat. Much better.
We're gonna show you how this thing works here at the elevator. You see how that thing goes down in the beans? It will suck the beans up through a tube. It will go into their little room in there, and she will be taking the samples. Now we're gonna go over to the pit where they dump the corn here at the elevator. We are gonna be pulling in there to dump this load. Watch these guys open these things up as fast as they can. Normally, when I don't have the camera here, they open up that far, they go in that building, and they take like a 20-minute break. He's knocking on the thing to see if anybody's in there. I forgot to mention where we just came from, where that probe was going into the trailer where they were taking samples out. What we were sitting on, they call that a scale, and they will take a total weight of our truck and trailer and the beans. Now that we dumped our load, we are gonna go back up, park on the scale. We gotta be really quiet when we go in here. This lady, sometimes she like yells at you and stuff, so just stay calm.
Oh my.
So you get me weighed?
I sure did.
So you take the full weight minus the empty weight?
Oh, to get your ending weight, your net weight? Yeah.
Oh, by the way, who's your favorite Cornstar?
Cole.
I'm gonna go outside, find her car, and I'm gonna flatten her tires. Well, I told you guys, she is vicious in there. Really, Daddy Cornstar's probably her favorite, but I think she just felt bad because Cole wasn't here.
Okay, we waited our 15 minutes. I think we are ready. This is the field that we call Zach's because Zach lives right there. I think we got 80 acres here. Let's see how these do. I did 0.65 acres, and look at that. sprinkling again. Now we gotta wait again. I really don't understand where this is coming from. I can see blue sky over there. I had a whole 24 bushels of beans on me. We dumped that in the grain cart real quick. Sable's gonna shut that so that way they don't get all wet. I guess we're just gonna have to wait this out again.
This is kind of one of them days. This field here, we just pulled into it. Cole said he did a whole 24 bushels. Holy cow, that's a bin buster. There's just enough dampness on the stems. It just doesn't want to cut good going through the combine. Then you get the dampness from that. Then the pods want to stick to the sieves on the back of the combine. Then they end up in the grain tank and they end up in the semi, and they really don't want a whole lot of pods. And this is always a hard thing on days like this because you don't know what to do. If we go back home to the shop, maybe over in this farm it straightens out, but it's misty over there, but over here they'd go. But then you don't like to sit here and do nothing, and like they say, Mother Nature.
Stinking Mother Nature. Let me tell you what, guys, it has been a run around. We've been, okay, it's too wet. Okay, now it can go. Okay, it's too wet again. Let's do something else. And now it looks like it's gonna go again. We got the sun out. We got some partly cloudy skies. Wind's coming from that direction. It looks like we have clear sailing. Let's feel these beans. I think we're good. So I have my auto steer line to set at an angle across the field instead of straight down the rows. And I do that because it seems to feed in the head better if you go at a slight angle. I have no idea why, but it does.
You guys know how Cole is really picky about keeping his car clean and stuff. Neva just came out to see him, so she parked her car on this side of the semi. Cole's on the other side. He's in the combine unloading into the semi. Take a look at this. He is covered. Good thing she's got the windows up or the car would be covered with that stuff.
Sable's doing her first unload on the go. Oh, not a whole lot of interesting stuff going on today in the cab. Pretty non-eventful. We've been going back and forth across this field for a little while now. We have 26 acres done. This field's not doing as good as the other fields we've been in. I think it's averaging like 44. This field got hit pretty hard by the drought, so it makes sense. And it could always be worse, so I'm not gonna complain. Sable, about full!
Let's jump in the tractor and ask Sable how everything's going, if she's catching on. Well, are you catching on, Sable?
Yeah, I am.
We got the auger on the grain cart yet, so that's a good sign. I was just talking to Sable and she was saying, yeah, you're right, beans ain't the most fun. I said when you get to corn is more funner because you're always moving, and she says funner's not a word.
Funner's not a word.
Corn is funner, so it's gonna go in the encyclopedia. Funner. It's like a funnel.
Working the night shift. Here comes Sable. For this being like the second time she's ever driven a tractor, she's doing great. And it looks like we are on our last 100 feet. And she's got a load. So we just got this side of the road done. Looks like there was 40 acres over here. Did 43.3 bushels to the acre. Let's look at the aerial map. Ooh, look at all that red. All the red is the low yielding areas, and then the darker the green, the higher the yielding. So we had a little patch at this end of the field that for some reason did pretty good. Then over here we had some hills. Now during the drought, these would have been the first areas to dry out. So that makes sense for why they didn't yield as good. It's kind of fun to look at the field and how it's painted like that. Really interesting. So it's just after 8 o'clock now. We just got done on this side of the road. So the beans are still going just fine. So we're gonna hop to the other side and keep going as long as we can. We did just about 2 acres. Tried doing a little bit of outlining, and then the stems are starting to get really tough and I was hitting green areas. So we're just gonna have to wait till tomorrow. It's like we got Cooper here walking the bean head. He's looking for any sickles or guards that could be broken or missing. That's an important job, and we do it every day because if we have spots that are broken, we're leaving yield on the ground. Oh, I'm sorry, you guys are waiting on me, aren't you? Worst part of the video, guys, this is the end. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. And remember, we have Pit Viper sunglasses. If you order through the link in the description, you can get 15% off. I'm telling you, they're gonna sell out quick. So if you wanna order some, you better get them now. And speaking of ordering stuff, don't forget about Cornstar Farms merch. We just got hoodies in, so if you wanna pick up a Cornstar Farms hoodie, you can order through the link in the description. Well, there we have it, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.